owners now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright, guys, we are back with Rust Basics. I don't know how many days I'm gonna do Rust Basics because I'm a dumb idiot. I'm taking too long to get the concepts. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, we keep on grinding, we keep on moving, and with that said, let's get started solving lead code using Rust. Okay, so today it seems to be trees are next, but I do not want to get into trees right now. Let's take something simpler, or let's even start solving the medium questions, right? Yeah, let's try group anagrams. Given an array of strings strs, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. An anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. So, okay. For example, eat, tea, tan, ate, nat, bat. Okay, we have to group these anagrams. So we have to return a vector of vectors. I don't think the order matters, right? We can return any order. Yep. Now to solve this, one way is an n square solution, which is pretty obvious, like match every word and n square times the length of the string. That would be the time complexity. Basically, you start with one word and check every other word if it matches, if it is the anagram of this word. If yes, then we put them in the same bucket, and then we compile all the buckets and return the answer. But there is, I think, a better way, or even a faster way, I believe. Now let's take this example. Okay, here we have eat, tea, tan, ate, and nat, and bat. Okay, something wrong here. Let's okay, cool. So yeah, one way is n square. Other way is put all of these in a set, in a hash set. Right. And then what do we do next? We start with eat, let's say EAT. Now here we can try Or we can even sort them, right? But string length becomes 100. Okay. strsi dot length can be maximum of 100. Mm-hmm. Yes, sorting can be fine because sorting of if of a fixed length is kind of constant. I'm thinking of any other. Is there any other way? My solution is basically we sort every string. So for eat becomes AET, and we just write in front of each of them, right? It becomes AET. This also becomes AET. Now, as you can see, these are two under the two, like the sorted string is the same for all anagrams. So we can put them under one hash table maybe, and then we can collect them and return them at the end. That is my solution. The time complexity is, so sorting is constant. So we pass through once, order of n, and then for for inserting in the hash table it is constant, so it will be kind of order of n solution, I believe. Yeah, it will be order of n at max. Seems a pretty good solution. And by the way, we don't even need to create a separate array for storing the sorted string. We simply borrow it by value, we sort it and put it in the hash table, this sorted string being the key of that hash table, right? Okay, let's try this. Create a hash table in Rust. Okay, let mute, let's call it groups. Just stop, man. Groups equals hash map new. Now we have to iterate over vector of strings, right? For s in strs dot, okay, iterate over vector of strings in Rust. Give short Okay, so for sorting, is this how you sort, man? What, bro? Is there any std function for sorting a string in Rust? Come on, there must be. However, the approach converting the string to a vector of characters, sorting it and then converting it back is the idiomatic way to sort a string. What is idiomatic? I think it is called. It is. It means practical. Idiomatic meaning. Bro. Natural, conventional, and follows the common practice of the language. Okay. I just noticed that I shouldn't cough in the microphone, so I'll decrease my volume for the rest of the stream. Cool. Now key becomes s dot chars dot collect dot into iter dot collect. When did we sort? We have to sort before into iter dot sort dot. Can I do this? And then here in groups dot insert key and s, right? Iterate over hash map in Rust. For key value in here. Okay. For key. Oh, okay. So this hash map is not a string to string hash map, it is a string to a vector of strings. Okay. Create a hash map. Bro, what? Append to vector. Map dot entry key dot to string dot or insert dot push. Okay. So we don't have to do this. So instead of groups dot entry key dot to string, key is already string but no worries, dot or insert vec new dot push, the value is s. All right. from a hash map, how do we get a value? I believe it should be a simple get. It should be there when I typed in append, right? Okay, so here what happens is we do a groups dot get key, and then if there is any value there, we say that it should be pushed to answer, right? Answer dot push, right? Or is there an append? Yeah, it is push. So answer dot push value, and if nothing is there, then do nothing, and at the end we return answer. Let's see. Groups dot get key match. There should be a match here. Hash map new. Use of undeclared type hash map new. Okay, brother. Let me do std collections hash map. Okay. Cannot infer type of the type. Cannot infer type of the type. Parent parameter be declared on the method collect. s.chars.collect. Now collect is a type of a vector of char. Oh, okay, bro, this is some advanced shit. Okay, dot iter dot sorted dot collect. Dot iter dot sorted dot collect. Done. Groups dot entry key to string. I think this should be a string already. I don't know. Okay. No method named sorted. Found for struct std slice iter. Vector of char. Dot iter dot sorted dot collect. What? Let's Google then. Sort a string in one line in Rust. sort it. I have the string and I need to sort it in descending alphabetical order. Producing, okay. What? Dot vector chars dot sort println. Okay. Well, I don't think there is any other way. So yeah, let's take the longer route. S dot chars dot collect. Done. Then we do C dot sort, and then let key equals C dot into iter dot connect. Okay. Let's see what's wrong now. Let key error type annotations needed. Expected found string. Yeah, take the borrow and then do it. Answer expected vector of string found ampersand vector of string. Value dot clone. Okay. You create a new owned string and push it into the. Okay, nice. Dot clone. Makes sense. Makes sense. Expected. What? It seems like the values you are iterating over are borrowed references. Let's adjust in this value.toString creates a new string owned by answer, resolving the type mismatch. Okay, let some values equals map.getKey. What is he trying to do here? For value in values answer dot push value dot clone. Oh shit, can I do key dot clone? I think this will work, right? Copy the entire vector and push it to hash map. Bro, what? Nope. Vector from map.clone, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. value of type cannot be built from this. What? What does that mean, brother? Try using a conversion s dot clone. What? Borrow of moved value groups. Because groups has type hash map string vector string, which does not implement the copy trait. What does that mean, brother? So you mean I can't do this? Dot to string. Okay, let's not copy. Let's not copy then. What the? Bro, it's been 7 days and I'm still stuck with fucking borrowing and ampersand and shit like that. Expected. Okay, let's get back to square one. What is borrowing? So yeah, what I understood was borrowing is you just get the value, you don't take the ownership. Ownership means you can write that value or update that value, right? And borrowing means it is read only. That's what I understood. To borrow, to just borrow, you just put an ampersand in front of the variable, and that's how you borrow. To borrow with write permissions, meaning taking the ownership, either you call the take method or you do ampersand mute, which will give you the ownership. Now what is happening here? I created a hash map for string to a vector of strings. Now for s in strs, now here I am iterating over strs vector, which I have borrowed here, right? I'm using a borrowed thing, right? Should I borrow here? Can I do this? Is this possible? And if I just do a clone, means there is a new string being copied, right? Right? Perfect. Now then there is an answer, vector of strings, key value in groups, match groups dot get. Now here in get, this guy needs a borrowed value of key. Okay, I'm giving this a borrowed value. Then I take the value here, right? And then I'm trying to push it to the vector of strings. Borrow of moved value groups. What is happening? Groups moved due to this implicit call to into iter. What does that mean? Okay, should I not clone here? Do you mean like that? Is that what you mean? Should I do this? And wait a second. What am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing here? Why are you getting groups.get key? What is this? What? I have the value, right? Then why are you bro? What the heck? Expected. Okay, semicolon. Yeah, I'll give you semicolon. Bro, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass confirmed 100%. So what did we do here? We created a hash map, and then we iterated over this vector of strings. Then we sorted each string, right? Okay, let's try to submit and check if it works. Yeah, it should work, I believe. Yep. Beats 16% of users with Rust. So it is not one of the fastest solutions out there, but it is a solution, so I will take it. Yeah, it's not fast. Let's see what some of the good folks out here on Lead Code did using Rust. I bet there will be a 2-liner solution for this. What? strs.intoiter.fold. Bro, come on. Hold up, brother. Let free. What is happening? Strings are grouped by the histogram of letter frequencies. Use this as the key in hash map, collecting the strings and the map values. I had hopes of making this a 1-liner, but not have figured out a way to get it. Bro, this is... Bro, come on. So this guy created a hash map, and then sorted and pushed it into the hash map, and then h.values.cloned.collect. Wow, this one was nice. This one was very nice. Where is my so you don't need to do this, don't need to do any of this. Just do groups dot what was that? Groups dot values dot cloned dot collect. I need to get into all of this. I mean the standard library functions. This will be of great benefit because this is amazing. Let's see if this is any faster. I don't think so. Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, it is. Beats 70%. And I believe all of the faster solutions than this will be using that bytes and byte map and stuff like that. I don't really understand why do they do this. It's whatever. Rust standard library. This should be in the pipeline. Reference ampersand and Rust. Yeah, the only way is to write more code in Rust. That's the only way. All function entry API. Is a collection of modules and types provided by the Rust core team. It forms an essential part of the Rust ecosystem. So there is a core part, collections, IO. So core is for navigating without an operating system. Okay, collections includes all of the data structures. IO, file input output, FS. Concurrency provides primitives for concurrent programming such as thread synchronization primitives. Okay, error handling defines the result and option types for handling errors and optional values respectively. It includes modules like std result, option, panic, error handling. Okay, then we have networking, TCP UDP sockets. Then we have time, formatting. Okay, unsafe code allows writing and using unsafe code when necessary. Using features like raw pointers, unsafe blocks, and unsafe trace. Modules like std pointer and std-mem provide utilities for unsafe operations. Runtime provides utilities for interacting with the Rust runtime environment, including utilities for querying runtime information, accessing command line arguments, and more. Modules like okay, so there are 10 parts kind of. We need to deep dive into the collections, and collections will cover most of the shit, right? So how can I practice collections here? One way is to keep on solving lead code. Is there any other way? Yeah, I can try to make some dumb programs in the Rust playground, like what? Yeah, like anything. I can make kind of a Valorant agent picker for a team and for a map. Yeah, I can figure that out. Offers functionality for input and output operations, including file IO, standard input output streams. Okay. I can do some file handling, but that would need a local setup. Okay. Yeah, I can also read Rust book. Right. Let's read some pages. Getting started. Nah. Common programming variables mutability. Yeah, let's learn this. Okay. Done. As mentioned in the storing values with variable section, by default variables are immutable. Okay, this is one of the many nudges Rust gives you to write your code in a way that takes advantage of the safety and easy concurrency that Rust offers. However, you still have the option to make your variables mutable. Let's explore how and why Rust encourages you to favor immutability and why sometimes you might want to opt out. When a variable is immutable, once a value is bound to a name, you can't change that value. To illustrate this, generate a new project called variables in your projects directory. Okay, then your new variables. Yeah, basically variables are immutable unless you put a mut in front of it. Save and run the program. Done. Basically, okay, comparable. Okay, done. Done. Yeah, it's important that we get compile time errors when we attempt to change a value that's designated as immutable, because this very situation can lead to bugs. If one part of our code operates on the assumption that a value will never change and another part of our code changes that value, it's possible that the first part of the code won't do what it was designed to do. The cause of this kind of bug can be difficult to track down after the fact, especially when the second piece of code changes the value only sometimes. The Rust compiler guarantees that when you state that a value won't change, it really won't change. So you don't have to keep track of it yourself. Your code is thus easier to reason through. But mutability can be very useful. You can make code more convenient to write. All the variables are immutable by default. You can, okay. Yeah. Then we have, like immutable variables, constants are values that are bound to a name and are not allowed to change. But there are a few differences between constants and variables. First, you aren't allowed to use mute with constant. Constants aren't just immutable by default, they are always immutable. Using the const keyword. Const this. Okay, got it. Yep. We'll cover types and type annotation in the data types. Okay, so there is a const. The constant name is this, and its value is the result of multiplying 60 times 3. Rust's naming convention for constants is to use all uppercase with underscore between words. Okay. Constants are valid for the entire time a program runs within the scope in which they are declared. This property makes constants useful for values in your application domain that multiple parts of the program might need to know about, such as the maximum number of points any player of a game is allowed to earn or the speed of light. Okay, makes sense. Shadowing. As you saw in the guessing game, you can declare a new variable with the same name as the previous variable. Rustaceans say that the first variable is shadowed by the second, which means that the second variable is what the compiler will see when you use the name of the variable. In fact, the second variable overshadows the first, taking any uses of the variable name to itself until either it itself is shadowed or the scope ends. We can shadow a variable by using the same variable's name. Makes sense? Yep. Okay. First binds x to a value of 5, then it creates a new variable x by repeating let x equals taking the original value and adding 1. So the value is now 6. Then within the inner scope, the third let also shadows x and creates a new multiplying this. When that scope is over, the inner shadowing ends and x returns to being 6. Oh wow. What? Bro, when we run this program, here it will show 12 and here it will show 6. Okay, wow. Shadowing is different from marking because we'll get a compile time error if we accidentally try to reassign to this variable without using the let keyword. So yeah, this way you are kind of changing the value of a mutable variable, right? because we'll get a compile time error if we accidentally try to reassign to this variable without using the let keyword. By using let, we can perform a few transformation on a value but have the variable be immutable after those transformations have been completed. Okay, yeah, makes sense. The other difference between mute and shadowing is that because we are effectively creating a new variable when we use the let keyword again, we can change the type of the value but reuse the same name. For example, say our program asks a user to show how many spaces they want between some text by inputting space characters, and then we want to store that input as a number. Shadowing. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. So data types are U32, yeah, integers, strings, floating point. Great, great. Good. I think that is enough for today. Today we learned something about hash maps and how to actually deal with borrowed values, how to clone. Clone means cloning it and taking the ownership. That is interesting. So yeah, good session, good session. So to end the stream, as always, I'll just play some Krunker and then I'll go. I'm pretty tired already, so yeah, it was a good stream. Learned a bit, and that's how we roll. We learned piece by piece. Okay, let's see if there is any CS game. There is. Come on, it is ending in 5 seconds, bro. One more, one more. Also, I'm planning to reapply thermal paste on my laptop because it heats up too much. So yeah, this weekend I'll be doing that. I've never handled the delicate hardware before. I mean, I have, but laptop is a whole different deal. Let's see how it goes. Okay, sniper boy. Why can't I see anyone, man? Come on. I got mine. What the hell? That was a nasty lag. Bro. Alright, that was all for today. Thank you for watching. If you did. So, yeah. Thanks.